5 years now. I used to race when I was a kid, from when I was 8 to about 20. And I got back into racing because these things weren't a thing back then, but as a mid to late 30-year-old, it looked pretty exciting, and so I decided to get back into it. I'm Regan Hall. I race it in the Masters division within KZ2, which is for over 40-year-olds, but we still race in the main class. I run a dry go-kart, which is part of the dry go New Zealand team.
What got me back into karting was the KZ2 class and just how difficult they are to drive. They're really physical and actually quite brutal on the body at times. Just getting them around the track is difficult enough, let alone getting them around at a speed that's capable of keeping up with some of those front guys.
This will do 0 to 100 kilometres an hour in about 2.5 seconds when you get it right, which is very difficult to do. So they're pretty quick. The top speed of this track is about 140 kilometres an hour. Other tracks like Hampton Downs, they'll do over 180 kilometres an hour. It's not just the acceleration that's quick, the cornering G-forces, because of the really sticky tyres, very low centre of gravity. You're pulling up to around 3 Gs through some corners. And then the stopping power of it is equally as brutal. So they've got front brakes on both sides and a rear brake. Will stop, say, from about 140 to 40 kilometres an hour in less than 2 seconds. So they stop super quick. So all of that combined means they're physically really challenging to drive. You've got to be fit. You know, this track at Hamilton, we'll start to come up the hill, pull 6th gear, straight away put a hand on one of the trumpets, and we're driving one-handed up the straight. We leave the ground at about 140 kilometres an hour with one hand on the steering wheel, so you make sure you get it right. So that's a KZ2 kart. They're pretty high performance, not what most people expect in a go-kart. It's very different to an indoor or higher go-kart. It's a pure racing machine. If you're interested and you want to know more, you can go to KartSport.nz.